Hi, welcome to Simply Country Cuisine. This salad that we're going to make today is actually my salad. Probably about 30 years ago. I don't know if I ate it somewhere or where I'd seen it, but I kind of made it my own, and it happens to be one of my family's favorite side salads. And Dina is so excited about this because she gets to take this in her lunch tomorrow. And Mark actually said, you know what, you ought to do your Garbanzo Bean Salad. That'd be a really good side for Christmas. And the nice thing about the salad for New Year's parties or Christmas parties or summertime, 4th of July, it doesn't have any mayonnaise base to it. It can sit out for as long as you need it to sit out. In fact, the longer it sits out, the better it tastes. Now, to start off with, we have 2 cans of garbanzo beans that I have rinsed and drained and put in the bowl. Just rinse them off a little bit. They're canned with a water that it's a little bit salty. And you'll want a full can of black olives. These have been nibbed into a little bit, but I don't even cut the olives. Mark personally does not like olives, so they're easier for him to take out, but the rest of this family, we never even get the whole can to the table. When we're having Thanksgiving or Christmas, we have to buy 2. You're going to want an entire bunch of spring green onions, and I have about 5 or 6 stalks of the tender part of the celery. Now, I cut them a little bit large. Dina doesn't care for the celery taste in it, so she'll pull the celery out, but the flavor is in there. So these are all washed and ready to go. So all I'm going to do, I put 2 cans of garbanzo beans in my bowl. I'm going to take the roots off of the onions, and I'm not dicing super small. We like the vegetables to be a little bit big in here. And use the entire onion, the white, the green, all the way through. I actually purchased organic onions today. They were firmer, nicer. Okay, and then you just put these in your bowl. And I'm going to do the same with the celery. Now again, I'm not going to do it super fine. I'm doing them about probably 1/4 inch chunks. I like the celery. Mark likes the celery. And they go in your bowl. I'm going to give the vegetables and the beans a little bit of a mix up, and I'm going to add the olives. They've already been drained. Now you can use the sliced black olives. Again, the whole olives are just fine for this family. Now, as you can see, that makes a large salad. Now the dressing, I usually just know what I'm putting the equivalents into this. So I'm going to try to guess and give you some sort of measurement on this. Now, I'll start with the olive oil. I'll use about 1/2 cup of olive oil. I know that seems like a lot, but the thing about this salad, the best way to eat this salad is to, well, that ended our olive oil. Just let it, after you've mixed the salad dressing on it, do not put it in the refrigerator. Let it sit on the counter covered up for a couple hours. It seems to me when you put the salad in the refrigerator, if you're going to eat it that day, the olive oil kind of congeals on it, and it doesn't taste as good. Now you can refrigerate it, take it out, let it sit out for an hour, and it would be perfectly fine. All right, so we have 1/2 cup of olive oil. And I'm going to use 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. And I like to add 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And for this, I use the real lemon juice. I would be squeezing a lemon for a long time. So my acids are 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, 1/4 cup of lemon juice. And I'll add that in there. For the seasoning, I use Lawry's garlic salt. It has parsley in it, garlic, salt, and I think that's all it has in there. Let's see. Yeah, but it tastes real good in the salad. Now I'm going to start with about 1/2 tablespoon for this amount of dressing. And we'll mix it up. And then we can taste it and see how it tastes. Kind of emulsify it together a little bit. Let me get a spoon that I'm not using. Nope, it's going to need more than that. So we've used 1/2 tablespoon. Let's put another 1/2 tablespoon in. So now we're up to 1 full tablespoon. Again, I didn't have measurements to this. I just make this to taste. Yep, that's about right. So for the amount of oil, olive oil, vinegar, and lemon juice, we'll want 1 tablespoon of Lawry's garlic salt. And then you just pour it right over top of the salad. Mix it up. Now you don't have to add salt because this has the salt in it, but I always sprinkle in probably about 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Now, this salad, you could eat it now and it would taste okay. But the best way to eat this salad is to let it sit for about 1 to 2 hours on the counter with a piece of saran wrap over top of it. But because you want all of the ingredients to marry into the beans and the celery and the olives and everything, and it will. And what I do is I leave it on the counter, cover it up, and about every time I pass it, I'll lift the plastic up and I just stir it around in there, and it tastes okay, but it will taste so much better after it has set for a couple hours. Great salad, pretty side for your Christmas meal, because again, it has some green in it. And great party salad. It doesn't sour, it doesn't spoil, it can sit out all night. And while I have you on here, we are in the Christmas season. And if you don't have a place to worship this Christmas Eve, we're having our Christmas Eve service at Glad Tidings Leander Assembly, the church on the hill across from the post office, and our Christmas Eve service starts at 5 o'clock. We would love to have you there and to bring in, let this be your new year. Let this be your new year into Christ, and bring his birthday in with a lot of joyful singing and praise and possibly some communion. We would love to see you there. Please subscribe, like, and share so you'll be alerted for every time a video is posted. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas.